poppin', everybody? It's your boy mrseacoore. We're back with some more Genshin Impact. It's a little later at night for me, so you get to see this devilishly handsome man with the beard. And we're going to have a lot of fun playing Genshin Impact. But before that, I'm going to take care of things to make sure the stream is going to go fine, hopefully with no errors, but I have to do stuff before I actually start doing the real beef of the stream. You know, Saint Beef is up in this bench. Anyway, see you guys in like 2 minutes.
You made that beat too, Genius?
Nah, I seen him make the beat.
And we're back, baby. Oh, I gotta move this to the side a little bit. Ah, there we go. That looks like a right good one right there. Oh, how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully well. I'm back. Tomorrow, probably Pokemon or Baldur's Gate. And then y'all voted, right? And I had a poll on YouTube, and y'all voted. Thank you for voting, by the way. I very much appreciate it. But y'all, like, unanimously voted for the stream that was not a secret live stream. It will literally be on Wednesday, sometime at, like, 8 a.m.-ish EST, right? There will be a live stream that I do where... Or it might be in the afternoon, I haven't decided yet. But there will be a live stream where it is just titled, P. Diddy is the reason we don't have Tupac. That's it. Just plain and bluntly that. And it is going to be a stream where I just read news articles that have to do with this whole BS surrounding Diddy. And by BS, I mean he's obviously guilty. Just all of this stuff that is going to come out, probably. Yeah, I've learned more about P. Diddy in the last week than I have the entirety of the rest of my life that I have lived. So take that statement as you will. Literally in 1 week, I've learned more about this guy than I have the entire rest of my life. So, yeah, I've just happened to see a lot of stuff about him, and I'm very upset by a lot of what I've heard, because I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? He did what? And did this? And has what in his house? And all of this other crap. And I'm just like, how? And you got away with it? Again, how? It's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna need to vent about it, and hopefully I have my friend Justin to join me so he can make jokes and make me feel better about existing, maybe. Anyway. But yeah, that'll be a story for another day. So here we are in Genshin doing main story stuff. I do not remember what all I was supposed to be doing. Am I supposed to be underground for that? I do remember I needed to be down here for something. Is that a mushroom? It's a mushroom that apparently has a note left on it. Higgs, yeah! Okay, I don't need to read all of the note, thank you. Oh. Oh, okay, so we know that this is a place. This week's shifts. Oh, there's some diabolical stuff happening. He's tweaking.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
I don't think that's possible. That boy is tweaking. You see that pose? That's tweak pose. That's a tweak pose. That boy has eaten the shrooms and seen the glories. Yeah, I would honestly not be here. Zombie? Zombie?
Speak.
Ooh. Probably because he's tweaking. He's tweaking by himself, Paimon. Leave him alone.
Didn't expect to see him here.
Who is he?
You know him?
Yeah, like,
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
Okay, well what does Razak have to do with anybody?
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
Why does that sound very targeted?
No, and that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any
Wait,
of those
that's
things.
the problem?
He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
Oh, trained in the forest like, Ear Boy. Ear Boy. We like Ear Boy. Give him head pats. What's his name? What's his name, chat? What's his name? Why can't I think of his name? Long Ear Man. He's good boy. I'm drawing a blank. You know what? Oh, I have to show y'all something. Look at this fat bob-omb. Emily and I, we went to Barnes & Noble earlier today, and we saw this, and we just got it. It's so cute. It's a fat bomb. It's even got the little springy lock in the back. It's so cute. It does not actually turn. It is fabric woven into it. So no, it's not supposed to turn. But it's so cute. I like this thing so much. And it's just going to be sitting in this room for a long time. Okay. I have successfully shown off the bomb. I can continue.
Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late.
Dog, why is he tweaking though?
Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
Okay. Mud on the floor.
There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Where are they now?
Loaded with people?
Paimon, why do you automatically... It could have been cows. It could have been cow leg. You know, some beef ribs. Or pork ribs. Ooh, pork ribs sound really good right now. Y'all want pork ribs? Barbecue pork ribs sound amazing.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry. As if they were afraid of being caught.
Oh.
In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner.
Bro, how could you not notice that? He is like zombified tweaking right now.
The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Symptoms of what? Zombieism?
Huh?
Tweaking?
Why do you say that?
Shrooming.
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos.
Bro, I got the memory of a 2-year-old. I don't know where Port Ormos even is on the map.
Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Yeah!
Oh, now that you mention
Sure.
it, they're acting the same way.
Yeah, he just said that, Paimon.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this.
Okay, that's not good, though.
It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale.
Is it, though? I'm not deducing it, so is it really not?
First, the academia spread a false rumor
Okay.
of King Deshret's resurrection,
Right.
Emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, what are they called? Heretics. They do that, they make heretics who get exiled. Heretics get exiled.
These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action.
So, heresy...
Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia.
Alright, so the academia creates heretics to send them to village, and heretics, you know, get involved, hereticize the normal people, and that helps the academia. Got it.
As well as being able to
But we don't know
exploit
the exact
radicals for
purpose
their own ends,
that it helps
this
them
scheme
with.
has one further advantage to the academia.
all the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers.
Right. Scapegoat. Okay.
Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago.
Weird.
Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread.
Maybe it's because they live in the goddamn desert.
Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better.
Then just
Anyone looking
leave
to
the
exploit
desert.
that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises.
Move to the grasslands.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret
And look for no further explanation than differences of belief.
That's dumb.
A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that.
Okay, so heresy to divide the people of Sumeru.
The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Sure.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Okay, so it wants the heretic scholars to come back because...
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholar's identity.
It has?
First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles.
Right.
And finally, they become missing persons.
Oh, so the academia wants to say that they found these missing persons and have corrected their behaviors to look like the good guy, right?
An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question.
Right.
If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them.
Right.
That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource?
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
But couldn't they just extract the knowledge into knowledge capsules regardless?
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
Oh!
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
Okay, so illegal or should be illegal process being done to people to sell shit on the black market?
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Hyman doesn't want to think about this.
Paimon, are you even human? The human brain? Does our biology really hurt you that much, Paimon? I am offended.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects.
Interesting.
Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process.
That is something to remark upon, yes?
Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Interesting theory.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
They should be able to, in theory, based on the knowledge that I know now. Most of the heretics had made contact with the divine consciousness in the forest. That's what the academia is after. Okay, the academia, thank you for someone in the game finally reminding me what they're actually after. The reminder of they want the divine consciousness, which is basically something that Nahida is able to control. Okay, which is kind of like the will of the land, I think. It's safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer. They're using divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god. Right. Right, that makes so much sense.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
The academia needs people who have been exposed to the divine
That's
consciousness.
Right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to.
Yeah.
However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge?
Yeah, I think Traveler answered
The
that.
academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge.
So
but
us
to
two
no
working
avail.
together is very
It
beneficial.
seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry.
No, that kind of makes sense.
Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Make them husks.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Well, yeah, Paimon. He doesn't like people being turned into husks of corn, basically.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed.
Whatever Alhaitham's item is, there should just be a ruler, and he just, like, pulls out a ruler and starts spanking people with it, so he's like the nun teacher or whatever. Except he's not religious. He just pulls out a ruler and spanks people with it.
This
That's
matter
it.
needs
That's
to be
all.
corrected,
That's a statement.
just like fixing a typo in a book.
Sure. Though I wouldn't call this just a typo, but sure.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but
No.
my criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru.
Is that a
and
person
the
on a
same can
mic
be
in my
said for the
chat?
rest of Tevat as well. What do you plan
That
to
is
do
in
about
fact
that?
Justinut that has
Save
joined
every
me,
last person?
who has not said a word since joining. But is definitely here. Who I can see in chat, but sure, whatever. Are you doing okay, dude? Sounded like you just turned the bottle of a ketchup. Turned the bottle of a ketchup. Turned the top on a bottle of ketchup. That's what it sounded like. There's no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, blah blah blah. Okay.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You are definitely here, Justin. I see you in the chat. Whatever.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want.
Oh, I do what I want. I'm such an alpha Chad.
The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
That's really interesting. I was talking for Alhaitham. Well, yeah, obviously he's a good ally, but he's not fighting with us. Well, he's not fighting for us, he's just fighting with us, as it happened. Coincidence.
Paimon's been wanting
Basically.
to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
Thanks, Paimon. I love you, Paimon.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Well, that is definitely true.
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
Who? The ever-loving mushrooms in the forest is Miss Shani. You've made several updates on the sheet, the anime sheet. Dog, I haven't checked that out in a minute. I just update it every time you say that there. I just look at it every time you say there's an update because I'm doing too much other stuff.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
Dang! Call Miss Shani, whoever that is, out! He's still tweaking. I like how you're typing on the keyboard, and we can hear it in the stream, instead of just simply speaking.
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us.
Uh-huh.
We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru
Did
Village.
you mute yourself? Did you mute? No, you did not mute yourself. You just stopped typing. I got it. It's not funnier this way, it's dumber. You just hear a keyboard randomly and then you pop up in my chat. Which, although I very much appreciate the chats, it would make much more sense, it'd be way more convenient, is if you just responded to me in the exact moment rather than getting it seen 30 seconds later because of stream lag. Or what? Stream delay? What's it called? Whatever that thing is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Eleazar Hospital. Where is that? That is 300 meters away. I'm gonna run at it in a straight line. Is that boy still tweaking down here? Where my tweaker at? Bro, my tweakers are gone. Where my tweakers go, though? You can't type no all suddenly like that, like it's gonna change anything. Bro, where did my tweaker go? That's not okay. Y'all can't. Old vase. This is a sad place, man. This is a very sad place. A blackened sugar bowl. Bro, whoever lived down here. Please don't just make typing noises at anyone watching stream. That's just kind of weird. Like, making typing noises at someone sounds like the strangest threat that you could possibly make. Look, your voice is fine. Wait a second. Soldier boy up in this house, I'ma steal your fucking keys. Watch me gonna get to unlock your things. Soldier boy, whoa. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop before I embarrass myself more. No, it's not the old vase. Stop climbing the walls. Hakim. All of one people. It says there are 4 viewers in my multi-stream. What are you talking about? How dare you? How dare you? Okay, well, none of these are what I might be looking for. What I might be looking for. Is this a way out? Bro, this is a freaking labyrinth. I know. There's a key in here. What? There's me. There's you. You again? Me on the phone and the bot. That's 6. Me, you again. Oh, you again on your phone. And the bot. Okay, that's 4. No. Probably not. Bro, where? I'm being cheated and lied to right now. Can I change my party up? I want to change my party up for this stream. We're gonna be... this was supposed to be Traveler.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Yep, sure. No, not that one. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, this one. I just have to change who I am a lot with this team, probably. Alright, we did the old vase. Alright. So there's a key somewhere that I can find. It might not be down here. Alright, it might, yeah, it really might not be down here. So, stop climbing the poles! Okay, yeah, it's not... Okay. There's 100% not down here. But there's a thing I can open, and I need to open it for reasons. Alright, so watch the random person on Twitch show up saying, Oni-chan is so nice level right there. Ooh, please learn my words. That's exactly what they sound like. Do not question me. Oh, it's somewhere out in the village. Somebody left a key somewhere. I'm gonna find that key. I'm gonna gan you my way into a key. And it's gonna be glorious. We're gonna find that key. Gosh darn it. Alright. I'll bet it's in this backpack. It's just a carrot. I found a carrot key! Alright, this is a path to somewhere. Probably desperation. Man, that iron went way further away than it should have. Alright, somebody got burned alive down here. The key is directly under the character's butt at all times. What key? Oh, the key I'm looking for. Durr. Durka durka durka. Yeah, get me up here. Oh, I got it. Wait. Yeah. That was it? I don't get a treasure chest for that sharpshooting action? Crazy. This game is tweaking. I'm pretty sure that's the word of the day right now. It'd just be tweaking. Yeah, again, you just break stuff. That was a weak spot? I got a boosty for that? Interesting. Where do we have in here? Is this where I entered from? No. No. Wake up. Oh, you are actually alive. Wait. Okay, bye then, I guess. Are you alive? Are you alive? Yes. You're not asleep. You're not being treated like an enemy, so bye, I guess. No, this is definitely different. I had to shoot a thing to get in here. They opened up Hackmons on Showdown? You're held trolling people with Wonder Guard? Oh no. Oh no, you're doing that to people. How do I just climb out? Is that a thing I can do? You're gonna have to look at a goat butt. No. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a real way to climb that. Unless I was, what's his name? Then I could just float and fly around and just do that. You've got Wonder Guard, Audino, Wonder Guard, Mega Slowbro. Why are you doing that to people? That's just, no. Wonder Guard is so stupid! Honestly, you could literally go Wonder Guard both of those. Oh, wait, no, you wouldn't have Regenerator with it, so it wouldn't matter. You've got, well, yeah, Imposter Chansey sounds like a staple. And also Blissey, yeah. You could probably do the same thing with Whale Lord, because it also has that fat type of HP stat, but, you know, other stats that do other things. In case it couldn't Imposter for some reason. I guess if another Whale Lord shows up, yeah. Then it couldn't. Now I'm looking where to go. Now that looks climbable, sort of. Am I not gonna be allowed to? Yeah, there's an invisible ceiling there. Good job. Good job, Genshin Impact things. No guard speed deoxys is everywhere. That kind of makes sense because it outspeeds everything and, like, can do what it wants. Probably sets up hazards, all annoying like, and then, I don't know. Or it just boosts to plus a billion and wins. I don't know. Okay.
Let the show begin.
Maybe. If I put out the fires. What do I win? But guys, I put out the fires! Whatever. You made a meta decision to have Comatose Scarf Deoxys speed with Sleep Talk, Whirlwind, Roar. That sound... Oh, so you could... Oh. Oh, that does actually make sense. Are you pairing that with, like, a hazard setter? So that you just, you know, do whatever you want? Freaking Scarf Speed Form Deoxys. That sounds like the most cancerous crap. Like, not even the good kind of cancerous. Just, like, it has cancer. It has just muscle cancer. It's so muscular built.
I'm done playing this charade. I'm done typing.
Ah, I broke him. I broke him. I knew I'd break him. How are you doing, dog?
I'm good.
That's good. I have a kitty now.
So, I came across something that's far worse than that.
And that is?
Someone made an entire team that has no attacks, right?
That sounds like something
He is
you
currently
did.
ranked number 1.
This is not you? Because you
It's
also
not
made a team that does essentially that, but it was not even a Hackmon team.
Yeah, but it's literally just PP stall.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah. Probably like Regenerator, Zygarde Complete or some shit.
No, Regenerator sucks.
Imposter Zygarde Complete? I don't fucking know. I wouldn't think Regenerator would suck.
Zygarde Complete is a top 2 Pokemon.
Born of ice and frost.
Zygarde Complete.
Yeah,
That
so
sounds right.
Wonder Guard's everywhere because Wonder Guard it's so everywhere that it has its own tier. So like Mega Audino is like S tier
Shadows of fate.
because there are several moves that can hit through Wonder Guard, mainly War Enforcer, Photon Geyser, Moongeist Beam, and Sunsteel Strike, right?
Because you're fairy type, though.
Yeah, well, it's not just that. It's immune to, like, 3 of those don't do anything.
3 of those don't
with its defenses. Because its defenses are dumb.
Yeah, it does have
And you
really
can swap
good
into
defenses.
most anything that's not Sunsteel Strike.
Yeah.
So, I decided to have Fur Coat Mega Steelix.
Uh-huh.
And just have him be like a hazard setter and just said, okay, I'm just gonna wait till you're done.
Ah.
It's really dumb. It's really stupid good too because there's like huge power Mega Mewtwo X. And that's like the only thing in the tier. Yeah. and then you could have like that's like evil.
That sounds evil.
My favorite set with Chansey though is Innards Out. Innards Out is so evil.
Yeah, that sounds very evil.
So it works on every move, by the way. It works on special moves, it works on physical moves. But the reason why I like it so much is because you can transform anyway, and you can give it the Lucky Punch item and have it so that it 50% of the time it just crits when it transforms.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't transform, it's gonna kill the opposing Pokemon.
Beg for mercy.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty much almost guaranteed.
Crush.
Yeah.
And because that's dumb, I made a Magic Guard Arceus with Twin Needle.
Magic. Oh. Wait, Twin Needle poisons. I was thinking Infestation.
Twin Needle hits twice. It is a 40 power.
It's 40
like
power
a 20
because
power
it's
move
yeah.
that can-
I know what it does. It's 20 power move that has a 20% chance to poison on each hit,
Yeah.
which is a 64% chance not to poison, meaning it is a 36% chance to poison, which is very high. That's a really
It's
good
pretty
goblet.
ridiculous.
That's a really good goblet. Thank you. So I will eat that up for dinner. Okay, now time to actually do something else. I
made
don't know where I was even supposed
where
to
is
be.
it?
I guess I'll never
I made a
find that
new
key.
account, and 3 people have friend requests on Showdown for me because they want to steal my teams.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know Showdown had freaking friend requests now.
Yeah, it says you have 3 friend requests pending, and because I created a new account, I have to wait a week to accept them.
You must be tired.
So I'm just not gonna accept them.
Rest and take some water.
Yeah, that's what I would probably do. Not out of any maliciousness.
I'm not gonna accept them. Wait till like 100 people are there, and I'm just gonna click yes, 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 yes.
Oh, okay. You're gonna make yourself
All
not
at the
like
same
yourself.
time, like 3 months later, he's like, how?
Wow.
Who's this?
They get like notifications too whenever I accept it.
Fortunately,
So they're just gonna get a random,
take on the role of Isak's
a
grandfather.
random like acceptance,
Nevertheless,
like
he's one of the people we're
like
trying to find.
4 months later from some random guy.
I love Candace so much. She's so freaking beautiful. Tell everybody what you
Wonder
saw in the
Guard
hospital.
Ashka Ninja is really good too because Shell Smash you could give it like a pixie plate and have judgment on it, so that way you could counter Mega Mewtwo X with it.
Yeah, Hackmon's is just stupid. I don't do it because like there's just so many combos of stupidity that you can create out of it. It's just it's too much. It's just too much.
It's the perfect amount.
It's too much. It's too stupid.
It's the perfect amount. I
Yeah,
have
for
no
someone like you who
concern.
trolls people.
I totally haven't been caught in a match, by the way, that hasn't gone 728 turns.
That sounds very accurate for you.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since Divine Cant and
It's
knowledge has been
totally
in circulation
never
for a while now.
gone that way.
Whatever,
Yes.
dog.
They fled once
I
we were
also
headed to
may
the
not
village.
have used my
Almost as if they
Google
knew we
Sheet
were on their
skills to
trail.
go copy every single
Why
team
is
I
that?
encounter on this very niche Hackmon, so I'm tracking everyone's team as I fight them.
That's insane.
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly
What is
revealing our
life?
whereabouts to the academia.
But just
It's the
a
kid.
meaningless game.
Pokemon is a meaningless game, as is all of them technically, but we still love them because
True, just
It's
like
entertaining.
Genshin Impact. What a meaningless game.
I just said by technicality, all games are technically meaningless, but we still love them because they're enjoyable and they're works of art. Art is technically meaningless, but we give it meaning, and that's what gives it the value.
So it's still meaningless.
No. No, it is
Yes.
not.
It's everything about it is meaningless.
It's meaningless until we give it a meaning. Or until we derive meaning out of it for ourselves. That would be the philosophical argument and stance that I take. Paimon! No!
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
Ooh.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one. I'll have him.
I'm
It's
gonna go
this
ahead and
kid!
Acting alone.
Oh, alright.
go enjoy Genshin Impact.
I have been, and will continue to do so. Because
Yeah.
it really is a nice game. When you're not grinding and farming for 20 millennia.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
Oh, wow, what gave that away? The fact that he, is literally an assassin and we're not?
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra?
Oh, okay. We're throwing out first names.
As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
That's actually really good logic.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules.
Okay. Garbage day is what I'm gonna call that.
I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once.
Little baby kitty.
Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
Wow.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too?
Very interesting. Very interesting.
But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
Well, they are if you would retaliate against them.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from.
Wow. That makes them sound so shallow.
Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
That is also true.
They escaped because of me.
Oh, he's gonna beat himself up over it.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Yeah, we're definitely not Mr. Peabody Sherman over here.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Oh.
He'll bounce back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is. Paimon gets it now.
Have you never thought of that? Like, after danger passes by, you can be safe. Because the danger's gone, Paimon. It's like, the danger's no longer there. Like, you're in danger, danger go away, now you're not in danger. Milk the cow!
If the Academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step behind him?
That's right.
Oh,
They'll want to
right.
proceed
I
in
forgot
the
what we were
direction
talking
opposite
about.
of
My
where I'm
ADHD
going.
kicked in. You're getting smarter, Palma. Hey, what's poppin', Valenciano? How you doing tonight?
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Okay.
Let's go, guys. After him. Please, wait. I want to go too.
No, you are a small boy in the desert. You need to eat your desert fruits and go to sleep like a good little boy.
You want to go too?
Oh, kitty.
If so,
Hey, girl.
promise to stay safe.
Hey. Oh, did you just need Daddy to hold you? Were you wriggling around in Daddy's lap because you needed pets? And she just started, like, scratching her back and stuff, so I think she's itchy. Oh, yes. Oh, look at this baby kitty. I know, you are such an attention whore. Yes, who's my little attention whore? Who can't help but get all the attention in the universe? Look at this spoiled, rotten cat. This spoiled... Do y'all have any idea how soft cat bellies are? I just get this all the time. Little baby kitty. You know what? I wonder if there's a way. I want to look at something, because I just thought about this. Chrome, no, stop talking to me, Chrome. I want to look at my YouTube settings for streaming. Specifically streaming. No, not that. Yep, no, that's fine. Okay, so it's none of that. Would I be able to do this in studio? I want to set it to where my streams are like less than 30 seconds. Yeah, that's fine, all of that there. Oh, giddy. Oh, look at you. Look at you almost put your foot in my mouth. Yeah, none of that. Okay, close that. Hold on, I'm doing a live thing. Because, yes, this is actually bugging me now. Rather than when it should be bugging me, which is not now. No, but I want to do a thing. No, that's not what I need. Okay, go back to my channel. Maybe I can access it there. There's gotta be a way I can do this. Unless this is just a YouTube thing. Or maybe it's my stream settings and I'll have to change that. I'll look into it. I gotta look into this. Okay, multi-streaming stream. Right, I have that. But I want to... No, I don't need that. Alright, kitty. There you go. Daddy's not holding you upside down anymore. Yes, now you get to have, your scratched. Yes, oh, you little boy, but Kelly. Low latency. I want low latency, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I need to have it... Because high latency... Hold on. I'm doing... Very important thing. Alright, appearance. That's not where this would be. Yo, what's poppin'? How you doing? I'm trying to get the stream to be less than 30 seconds. Because I realize that's the thing, and I've been meaning to work on that. Anyway. You finished the Sumeru quest? Awesome! I basically just started it, and that's probably not the best thing in the world. Do I have 2 of these open? No, I have 1 of those open. Okay, good. No, that's fine. Can't do that at the moment. Those don't do what I need. That isn't what I'm looking for either. So it's got to be here. I can't change that. That's fine. I'm not looking for that. I'm going to have to do this later. You know what? I'm going to have to deal with my 30 seconds of lag. Alright, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I basically just started Sumeru. And I have like... So I started it more recently, but I also started it before now, like 7 months ago or something like that. A long time ago. To the point where I don't remember a lot. So I'm kind of jumping back into stuff.
Everyone, I leave them in your hands.
Can you actually take care of your desert child, Candace? I love you more than any other character in this game. No lie, no cap. But don't give me this weird desert child that randomly wants to find his grandpa. Hello, kitty. Oh, are you just not... Do you just need to be right here? You need to be right there in Daddy's arms. Do you see this spoiled, rotten animal? This is a spoiled cat.
Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
Is it Cole? Is it Talia boy, who's a good boy, who need head pats, who I can't remember the name of? Tainari, that's his name. I freaking remembered his name 20 minutes after I had a joke about him. That's great.
I'll be awaiting your good news.
I'll just be awaiting you forever, because I need you in my party. I would actively grind for Candace to be in my party. I would do everything in my power. Well, I'm pretty sure I need to be outside for the... Hello, cat. Hello, tiny cat. Are you just gonna keep rubbing on Daddy's face? Yes. Oh, you are purring up a storm. Yes, you are. You are purring up a storm. Yeah, and you're doing those little tiny baby kitty needs, and they're hurting my skin. But you don't care. You're a happy kitty, and that's all that matters. Yes. Oh, such a baby kitty. Alright, where am I going? Apparently I'm following Sino. I don't know where he went. Can I get over there? Thank you. Thank you, Spider-Man-ing.
So, where do we go from here?
Probably not here. Away.
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
Yeah, we can keep up together. We're like the same height.
Back of my hand. Is that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time,
Nope, I'm faster. You will just be tall.
in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
I brought my grandpa back by
Something
playing
here.
in the sand, guys.
What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
Alright, Traveler, go and get your animo power.
That running around everywhere was already enough work.
Paimon, you don't run, you float!
Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there, it looks like it's buried really deep.
Alright, Paimon. I'm sure
These
you
are
helped
early
us do
fragments
that,
of an
Paimon.
Academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
This is the new Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Gang right here. You have Velma, Daphne, Fred, Shaggy, and all we need is Scooby.
Is this what we're searching for? Looks kinda scary.
It doesn't look scary more than it looks weird.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Interesting.
What? Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Dog, your grandpa got the brain sucked out of him. He ain't got no juices in his head no more.
Grandpa's gonna be fine.
Probably not.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to
Interesting.
catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Oh. That does
Let's
make
keep
sense.
going.
I forgot about the
Can't have
sandstorm.
gone far.
Alright, search out and look for clues, gang.
But running on sand is so tiring.
Paimon, it's
But
not even
you're
hard
flying,
sand.
Aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too? Of course it is.
How does this kid know about Paimon? He hasn't formally met Paimon. How does he know Paimon's name? Has Paimon been in his dreams before?
It sounds like an argument.
Okay. Do you want to sneak up and
You
beat
have
people?
really good ears.
Well, he's like an Anubis,
Don't get any
so
closer.
he definitely has dog ears. Dogs have really good hearing.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to.
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Oh.
Scholars. You don't
You
know
finally
what
got...
to
What?
do. Need me to.
Kinnish? Oh, is Kinnish the new character? Yeah, I haven't looked. He's OP with a burning team. Hold on. I thought burn teams were like, at least at first, they were like nothing. Like no one cared. Are they good now? Are they actually like really good now? Is that like a thing now? I don't know. Ow, my nipple! Is that like a thing now? Because I don't keep up with any of like the meta stuff in Genshin. Oh, he's the new Jinjo character? Ah, okay. Yeah, I haven't kept up with any other new characters. The last new character that I remember is Mualani. Isn't that how you pronounce her name? Mualani? She's Sharky Surfy Girl. Yeah, perfect description.
I knew it. That's our Dia.
They've been good for a while with Emily. Alright. Dope. I've just been using whatever, because I don't care to be meta, and also I don't like grinding and farming for things. Well, yeah, I mean, Kanish, like, every time they get, like, you got Mualani fully built, hey, that's what's up. See, the new characters, Mualani seems like really fun, because, you know, the little skateboard, or, you know, trick board and stuff. Hardcore, dude! I did the wrong finger symbols. Hardcore, dude! Gnarly! Yeah, all of that. It's dope. I just can't do it. My fingers don't work for it. It's too much.
You'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
Interesting.
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village.
Okay, I don't think this exactly is what it seems like, but I'm going to let the game speak for itself. Sometimes spend money for this game. I have spent money on the game too. If I ever get another Candace banner, I'm probably going to drop some coins because I really, really want Candace. And that's it. I just want Candace. I have all the other characters I could really want. Like, I mean, I don't have like Raiden, Shogun, and crap like that, but I'm not going to drop money for them. I have what I want, which is a very playable everything. Or whatever. Plus, I'm more in it for the vibes, good feels, and story and whatnot.
So, this is the great General Mahamatra.
Bro, he's about to stab you.
Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew.
Motley crew?
See for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
The ideals. I don't even know what those are, but you sound like a douchebag. Dog, I use Eula. I use Eula very adamantly. Eula is actively so good, but no one freaking uses her, ever. It took them 18 months. Oh, you failed her weapon 50-50? I don't have her weapon. I have the, I have a Dragon Spine Claymore, whatever that one is. I forget exactly what it's called. That one's really good on her.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Well, she is a mercenary, Paimon. You gotta remember that.
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land,
yeah, that's what I mean. Her burst thing can like one-shot stuff instantly, and it's a wee instantaneous one-shot. It's just you have to build it up. That's the only thing. But it's not that hard to build up if you really try, especially if you have Benny. Like, probably the best team I have is her, Bennett, and then 2 other people. But the 2 that I use are Noel, because heals. Well, I guess Benny can also heal, but I'm like a psychotic motherfucker that likes 4 healers on a squad. I have the team Wambulance that likes to just run people over. And I need to go and like actually farm for the Wambulance set that does damage per healed, whatever. But I also have her and Diona. I'm thinking about changing Diona to either Ganyu or going to Mona or Barbara. Just because there's like some elemental chemistry there for burst. Anyway, let's see. What are you saying? Blah blah.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a
desert dweller.
King Deshret.
Yep.
Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
What about all those years that I didn't carry it, though? You know, before you started believing in all that super hard?
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Why, though?
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes.
Wow.
We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land.
It's a desert.
Fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the Academia.
Dog, you just live in a desert. Get over it. The team you use for Eula is her, Mika, Raiden, and Zhongli. That does sound like a really good team. I don't like Mika. If I was going to set up like a real team for Eula, it'd probably be Eula, Bennett, Rosaria, because then you have two big circle ults, one that boosts crit rate and the other that boosts just raw attack. And then you have Eula stacking herself. And then because you're going to get burn damage, or not burn damage, but you're going to get the double cryo thing, that's extra crit rate, meaning you can go for extra crit damage more so than you need crit rate, because you're just going to get Rosaria's added onto her anyway. And so with that, you should hit 100% crit rate very easily. You're doing constant damage. You're getting the cryo for more damage, especially with the right sword. Like if you do one that does more damage for cryo. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you could really set that up. And if you wanted to, you could even add someone like, I don't know, Fischl. Whatever Electro character, right? Probably do that. Yeah, probably Raiden. I mean, it's just the most damage you could possibly get on Electro. Yeah, probably Raiden. So Raiden, Rosaria, Eula, and Bennett. That would be the dream team that I could come up with, where it's just like, yeah, that'll probably max out your damage.
With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
What is the wall of Samuel?
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison.
You have a Eula build? I'll check it out. I mean, I'm not ever opposed to anything like that.
They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
I do have a decent Eula build, but it's like, I'm not playing super seriously to get like the best everything on every character because I'm lazy. And I mean that in all sincerity. I am lazier than Patrick Starr. It's wild.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevada have to say?
Isn't General Mahamatra a freaking desert dweller too?
Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret.
Proof?
We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
But do you have proof though?
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile.
Then don't communicate with him. Make him never communicate again.
Perhaps we should.
Put periods in the UID to see if you were able to put it. It might not have sent. I just have that current message and the one before that saying if I wanted to look at your Eula build. So there was a message between that. It either hasn't shown or it's just not there, which is weird. Wait. No, that didn't do anything. Okay. If I do whoa, that's not the right button. If I do it on my phone and show all, nope, that doesn't change anything either. Weird. Unless it's in my game, but I can't see that at the exact moment.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the...
Oh.
These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Interesting. Bargaining chip, my guy.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person
all right.
will gladly accept my offer.
Give me a couple minutes.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
They probably wouldn't, Paimon. They literally said they want a bargaining chip.
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the truth.
I like this idea.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
Yeah, it's got a good point. That's kind of weird that the spaces and not periods are just, you know, all typed out. I don't know. Kind of weird. Whatever. Not gonna worry about it.
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
You know what he looks like and reminds me of? It was a movie that was inspired by one of Stephen King's books, right? I don't remember what the name of the book is, but the main plot is something happens in a lab or federal building. It has to do with like a deadly virus, right? It breaks out. Pretty much we're in the apocalypse now. You have one side of people who are like, you know, on God's side, and you have all the people who are on the devil's side. And then there's a guy with like, I think he's blonde, if I remember right. He's either blonde or brown ears, but he's got like a mullet. This guy is him with an eye patch. That's just kind of what he like reminds me of as far as like actual looks go. My brain just thought I needed to say that and share.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
You about to lose your arm? But why your right arm? Oh.
Come on, Raman. Don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Main. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Are you about to rip your arm off, girl?
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Done waiting. You're done with everything. You're waiting for 5.1 update. I need to get more into the 5.1 or the 5.0 stuff. Like, I haven't even done any of that. I'm so far behind.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
Bro? Bro?
No!
Bro?
Think of something!
Just...
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Do it! Bro. Man, this is super slow motion.
Stop!
Wow. Wow.
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Main, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Interesting. Dia's got some wild connections to some very weird people. Alright. Oh, she's Scooby-Doo.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
You were counting on that?
Dia! That was crazy. Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Yeah, bro, like, what if he had some bloodlust?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Wow, crazy.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Yeah, you would have been out on a limb, you're right.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
Would it, though? Let's say that there are, you know, all the radicals are there and they're doing radical stuff. If you just removed all of them out of the equation, let's say there's an island out in the middle of the ocean, instead of, you know, deleting them from existence, you just boop, boop, now they're on that island together, they just do their own thing. Isn't that better? Isn't that like a better solution? Just put the same group in the same group in the same place. It's like putting the square in the square hole and the circle in the circle hole. You don't put the triangle in the star hole. It don't work like that.
As you wish.
I'm sorry.
Everything I just said makes perfect sense. I don't want any challenges about that.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Oh, she's a mercenary that does promises. She pays in promises.
You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
This is actually true. I have looked up human taxidermy before because I was writing a book. This is an actual thing that I've done. And you know what? Human taxidermy is possible. And it's very much not a thing that anyone should do, and is incredibly hard to do because of how the human body decays. But it's something that I looked up because I had to write about it, because it's a horror story.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
I don't know, it's kind of good he is, I don't know.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up.
Dope. Alright. Well, thanks, Mr. Narrator, Mrs. Narrator of the game, or whatever. Oh, I got books. Ah, yes, the accidental using the burst button. Oh, Beto and Eula is actually the thing that I love doing as well. Beto burst into a Eula burst is so nice, because you just, yeah. It's so nice, because then you just start eating and you get defense drops. Anyway, what was I about to do? Oh, right, I was about to look up you. That's not where it is. How do I do this? Wait. No, maybe it is here? Oh, right. And you wanted me to look at your Eula. I've never gotten the Wolf's Gravestone. I really do want that Claymore. I just don't. I've never gotten it. I've never gotten lucky enough to get it. It's wild. Okay, yeah, you have the Pale Flame. I think I have Pale Flame on Eula for me, but I don't quite remember. Attack percent. Oh, that's actually really good. Attack. Crit damage. That's really good rolls on that. That must have taken a while to get those kind of rolls. That's crazy. Those rolls are crazy good. That's also crazy good rolls. You got 1 crit rate. Oh, no. That's your base crit rate. You got 1 or 2 defenses. And then you got the rest in crit damage. That's also a crazy freaking roll. HP percent could be better. But that's still, like, you're not going to get much better than this. Like, this would just want, like, either raw or attack percent, whichever one. But that's so good. Yeah, and then physical damage. Oh, that's sick, bro. How long did it take you to get those? Like, that's dang near flawless. Like, that is dang near flawless. And I mean when I say that is dang near flawless. You compare that to Mayula? Mayula is like some bootleg shit. Freaking serpent spine. Not even refinement 5 yet. Like, just sitting here chilling with it. I've got decent. Like, I should probably just do this, right? And just show these stats. This is what, because I'm running Pale Flame. Do I have double on that? I actually forgot. No, I am running full Pale Flame. There was one set where I actually went into, like, some weird stuff. Alright, I never got, I didn't get one for, or a good one for, just damage, so I had to go attack percent. Can I just see what my numbers are? Yeah, like, just the numbers. Yeah. That doesn't show what I want either. I guess we'll just look at these. Why doesn't it just show the full number? That annoys me. I don't know, whatever. But yeah. Like, I think I have good numbers for what it is. It's just, it could obviously be better. And I really need the physical damage bonus to just be better as well. But I don't have a good one for that. And I just have never gotten a good physical damage bonus item. I just haven't. I think I have one. And I think currently it's sitting on Xinyan. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. And look, it's defense percent. It's good, but it's not meant for Eula. It's clearly meant for someone more like Xinyan, who also can do physical damage. But this isn't even the best thing for her, because she'd rather have pyro damage. So I'm just like, I'm not lucky when it comes to some of this crap anyway. Do I want that on Traveler? Hold on. Hold on, I actually need to look at this. No, this is actually really, really good. And you are Elemental Mastery, which is fine. I'm using you as sub DPS anyway. Okay, I've answered a lot of my own questions. I need to go to sleep. I'm just going to use my time tracker, I guess. I did not see what time it needed to be tomorrow. Oh, wait until the following morning. That's great. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, okay, it's not really that far outside the village. I think the most damage I've done with my Eula, just in comparison, because you say you actually hit 240k. I think the most that I have hit is like 180. I want to say it's somewhere in like that range, and I'm consistently hitting like max damage for it. is consistently somewhere in the 100,000s. Or like close to 100,000. Not like 150k. Like 100,000s, I mean like 110, 120 is kind of my consistency.
Looks like
It's been a while since
here.
I've done it, because I don't usually need
You
to.
wanna come with us?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Yeah, don't make Mama upset.
Fine.
Dang, Mommy knows what's best. It's a true statement. That's very far away. Hey, yo, what's poppin'? Oh, so I guess you missed it then when I looked at your Eula. Yeah, you have a cracked Eula? You're fine, dog. No worries. Don't even sweat it. Yes, I did. You have a cracked Eula build? I compared it to mine. Mine is a bootleg Eula compared to yours. I got the Serpent Spine. I haven't ever been able to draw the Wolf Gravestone Claymore. I just never have. So I'm like stuck with this bougie crap, the Serpent Spine, which incidentally is not a bad sword. It's actually very nice. But it could be so much better. And I've never gotten a good physical damage bonus. Not that this physical damage bonus is a bad goblet. It's just not what I want. So instead, I have this on my Eula. Because this is the best I could really do. And it's not perfect. And I don't like grinding. So yeah, like, I'm just floating around on stuff. But like, yeah, you said you hit 240k on yours. With like max damage on your burst. Mine is somewhere like around 100,000-ish. Yeah, you spend money on... Yeah, no, that makes sense. You spend money on the game. I don't typically spend money on the game. Don't you attack me, dog. Not them. Him, way over there. Dog, why do we have to come to a temple in the middle of nowhere? Is that a Sealy up there? That is, in fact, a Sealy. Hello, Sealy-san. Would you like to go home for a second and make me not do the quest that I was doing? Thank you. You might rewind a little bit. Oh, alright. It was like 5-10 minutes ago. Somewhere in that range-ish. There's a thing over there. Yeah, no, dog, you have a very good, but you said you pay for it, so that kind of makes sense, so, but I still imagine it took you a ridiculously long amount of time to actually get, like, the rolls on those artifacts, because the rolls on some of those artifacts that you have are insane. Like, actually insane. I have never been able to roll that good on artifacts, and I just don't have the patience for it. Like, obviously I know that it can happen, and it will eventually happen. I just don't, not me. Dog, I literally walked back to where I teleported. Are you? That's wild. I'm gonna get some meat!
Beg for mercy.
Give me your meat, sir. Thank you. Oh, what the hell?
Crush.
Go away.
Yeah.
I missed time to fuck out of that.
Beg for mercy.
Alright, you're dead now. Well, you were never going to survive that, no matter what you did. I have too much slime condensate. I should have just kept walking. I actually don't know who's taller, Euler or Beto. You're so cute. I want to pet those floppy ears. Alright, yeah, that's them. I'm gonna drop kick someone in the mouth.
Huh. They got here before us.
Well, this is the meeting point.
Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Paimon, what?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Yeah, that boy brought some. We are surrounded right now. Why is a man trying to dress up like a Greek god?
Why is there only one of them?
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think?
Dog, we're giving you a scribe and you're giving us a scrub.
And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think
You just triple crowned her? Ooh, I haven't gotten anywhere near doing that. Ooh, I need to triple crown my Eula. Like, I think my damage would be very good if I got her crowned. I just need to actually do that when I don't play enough to do that, sadly. Like, obviously I could. I'm doing other stuff, like I'm streaming Pokemon and other junk.
You stay right there!
Ooh, Dia mad. Are we gonna be fighting? Ooh. Bro, these fight scenes are good. I cannot wait until the anime comes out.
What do you think you're doing?
You're at 95k Mora. Damn! This man said the entire bank is rupt.
You coward. Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second. It's a earthquake!
That's not an earthquake. What is happening? Pause. What?
Paimon's dizzy.
Dizzy. You know what? That's definitely the word for it. Dizzy. Bruh, Dia could beat me with a 1-star Claymore, and I would just ask her for more.
That's great.
What a nuisance.
I mean, all the characters carry basically 1-star weapons, like, in their cutscenes and stuff, don't they? And it still just looks badass.
I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us.
The village keeper. Oh, right, him.
It glowed green with Dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power.
Use Dia with a
inside
burn
this
team.
scholar's body.
Dia's fun. Dia is so fun. I do not own her. But she is so fun to use. Like, I've used her in, like, the events and stuff, and it's just fun. I understand she's not, like, the best, character, like, by terms of meta and whatever, but she's just so fun to use, because it's literally just, I'm gonna beat people up. Cracks knuckles, just goes ham. Like, it feels like they just took, oh my god, what's his name from Fairy Tail? What's his name from Fairy Tail? I know his frickin' name, and I'm drawing a blank. Natsu. It's just like they took Natsu from Fairy Tail, made him female, and now we have Dia. That's literally the character. Use her with Mualani and Kazuha and Emily. No, Kazuha was so fun to use too. That sounds just like a really fun team. You just swap around and just do ridiculous stuff. Yeah, that's pretty good. Your team with the Mualani hit 180 on it. Ooh, some big numbers. And I'm sure with like all the other elemental combos that you're doing with that is just already enough to just like. So that 180k is more like 360. Because you're doing crap with Kazuha, obviously, which is mostly CC, but it's still a lot of just like their swirl damage, so you're getting reaction combos and stuff. It's insane. That just sounds insane. But then again, anything with Kazuha just sounds insane.
The Dendro Archon.
And probably is.
The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
When I used her in like the trial run, I was like kind of confused. Since you can attack between 2 to 4 times. Oh. Yeah, it's probably just like a getting used to using her type thing, because she seems to attack differently than the other characters that I'm used to. So it's just like a little different. But yeah, no, that makes sense if she can like stack it to, you know, do multiple hits with it, which is again wild.
Hey, look around you.
There used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you do.
Sandstorms completely.
Not like you stack it. I'm thinking of the burst, but you don't stack. You just use the burst. You're talking about just the skill. Yeah. Okay, right. Skill burst. Been a while since I played. Now I'm getting my terms straight again. You've 100%ed Sumeru. How much cocaine did you do to make that a possibility? Like, I need to actively know that, because Sumeru 100% sounds like some crackhead type shit. Because it's so big, and there's so much empty space in Sumeru, just in general. And there's underground stuff, which already gets confusing enough, because there's no real map for it. That's insane. I'm close to 100%ing Mondstadt, and I still haven't quite done that. Oh my god, look at you, Winry. Just looking up at me with your little baby kitty eyes. And she is so hot right now, this cat.
It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Probably was.
Oh, a miracle. Praise King Deshret.
Somebody unalive him, please.
What's he doing here? And his men too?
Did you not realize that there was a giant suction? You know? We all got pulled into the dunes.
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me.
How do sinkholes exactly work in a desert? Because I've never really understood that. Because you get sucked into them, but how is it just not sand beneath it? How is it like actual cavern? I don't understand. Like, this is just me genuinely not understanding. Is it only like part of it that the sand comes through, and it's just like a divot in the sand, but it doesn't like get covered completely as long as it's not filled? It's just like, and it only sucks little bits of sand at the time. So eventually it'll get filled up, but not forever. I don't know. Since you've done everything in the game, you have a lot of time before the next update. Oh, yeah, that's not me. Dog, I'm like jumping around like a fish out of water.
Most of them.
That's what I've been
really
doing in this
shape,
game.
Except for him, he got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted Lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
Can someone please knock him out? He's annoying.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of King Deshret's civilization appear. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Interesting.
Interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how I view it.
New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Oh, my cat just got off me. Oh, my old man muscles and spine and bones.
I'll just let them lay here. King Deshret will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
Our King Deshret's not taking care of anybody. He's a dude that died. The Desert Raider. I finally got that achievement. Hey guys, how you doing? You gonna sit this one out? Y'all not true G's like your boss man? Man, that must suck to not be real G's. Especially this guy over here. It looks like you overdosed. That sound is not coming out of that man's throat. Sorry, that sound is not coming out of their mouths. I don't know who said that was a good one, but nope.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Okay, he's just doing that. Okay, I don't care. So he wasted all of his energy to protect his grandkid because he cares about his grandkid. That makes sense. Oh, this is the actual thing. Alright. Well, let's just get through it. I don't need Dendro on my team. I can just win.
It's full of life here.
Interesting.
This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
I wonder if that's like something you could actually do. Build structures in the desert, but then purposely plant plants into structures in the desert so that you can grow greenery in the desert. They're just not attached to the sand, they're just growing inside the buildings. Like moss. Even if it's just moss, it's still going to produce oxygen, and it's still going to be greenery that things can, you know, eat, graze upon, or inhabit, even if they're really small. That's really interesting. And then you could possibly have ivy and vines, because vines can root themselves in very strange ways. And buildings can collect moisture if they're built with the right materials. Huh. That's very interesting. It's kind of like the idea of putting a subway car in the ocean, because in theory, it'll start growing coral on it, and eventually it becomes its own biome. Which is a thing that they have done, I think, in Georgia. I think I read or heard somewhere that it was Georgia coastline that was doing that, and they just put, you know, old trolleys that were no longer suitable for the railways just into the sea. And, like, you know, 60 feet down, it just like, oh, it kind of stays there, but then, you know, coral and other stuff starts growing on it. So it actually makes it very good for the fish.
Yeah, and there's so many plants.
Just food for thought. I like thinking.
Sir Rahman.
Huh? Me?
Who else would he be talking to?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
You know, it's used as a term of formality.
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from King Deshret's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then We might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
I'm just gonna call it right now what I think it is. I think King Deshret and the Dendro Archon are just one and the same. And somehow history has lost this fact. Oh dear lord, I have learning to do. Look up at the hall as a mortal and listen to the king's holy guidance. Is your king an X on the wall? Is that the king? The light coming in through the roof? Oh, that's the king. Got it. Is that the king? That's really weird. Are we going to the sitting room? Why is the king sitting down and not either on a throne or something else? Why is he not with his concubines? Very interesting. I really like all of this. Okay. I'm very much studying this, because this is quite interesting. Okay.
Let's light it up. Eye for an eye.
Can y'all, like, be a little closer?
I must leave no crush. Shudder. Crush. Beg for mercy.
Alright, cool. That was easy. I like picking up random cabbages in the desert. I'm sure those haven't gone bad, being buried in sand and dirt and stone.
Look at you! Blood of frost. I condemn you.
Oh my, that was already 100k, and I didn't even set the thing up to do more. Okay, no, I do a lot more damage with my Eula than I thought. Oh wait, no, that's not true, because I did turn down the world level. Because I was tired of enemies taking so long to beat in combat. This is another example of how lazy I am in this game. Oh, that's very pretty looking in there. I'll probably get in there. Now-ish, actually, because that's a door. Never mind, I'm a dirty, rotten liar. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's kind of wild. This is a very interesting labyrinth they got here.
Shudder. Steady as stone.
What? Oh, you were aiming at him.
Beg for mercy. Eye for an eye.
Alright, that works. Activate elevator. My Why couldn't I just do that on the elevator? It's dumb. Alright, that don't help nobody. Oh, there's a chest here, though. I'll take that. That's free.
Get out of here! Take cover! Good grief! Shudder! Teamwork is strength! Freeze to the core! I condemn you!
Diana special!
Crush!
Yes. Diana was the original shielder forever. Forever ago, before we got Layla, I think it was, or Leia. I don't remember her name. Sleepy girl. Sleepy girl that is in college, or something like that. After 6 days infiltrating the temple, I finally understand the priest's parlor tricks. The elevator will descend to the ground. Get on top of it before it starts ascending again to reach the dome. Nonsense like forbidden ground ahead, mortals, blah blah blah. I leave this message here in hopes that the people of King Deshret, who shall travel here in the future, will freely enjoy blah blah. Okay. Oh, well that seems very simple. What is that? Oh, I got dinos.
Shudder! More speed. Why do they never miss? That's gonna hurt in the... Go in! Crush! Shudder! Let's light it up! Yeah. Beg for mercy.
Oh, that was simple. And... oh, okay. So they're all rotating. Does it stay like that? Yes.
More speed.
Alright, so it stays like that. But am I supposed to go back down? Where am I going? I feel like that's a
sight
oh.
to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
Dog,
So
it's a
much
weird
vegetation
temple.
Here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
Yeah.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
Yeah, no, Dendro Archon and the King are definitely one and the same, for sure, right? Command over the plants. Oh, and then I'm back here with this. Wait a second, this looks like... no, this is exactly what that is.
Oh, it looks so beautiful.
I feel like something crazy is about to happen.
Wait, what's that?
Anubis?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
It's a tomb.
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
Do you know the
What
script?
does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
Weird.
You can read ancient King Deshret script.
Oh, wow. It's not like he studies stuff for a living.
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
That's a mad amount of languages.
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
Pardon? Oh, that's his thing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Like he already knows the information? Like what? Are we gonna see it?
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise.
That doesn't sound quite
caught us
right.
unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague.
Huh.
People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Ruka Devata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life.
Oh.
The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village.
Wow.
Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end.
Okay.
As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child.
Okay, so she did...
Now that I think of her, I no longer have any
She
fear
did the
of
reverse
death,
of what Gon
for I
did.
sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the
I'm pretty sure there
desert,
was an anime character
cling
that
no
did something
longer
like
to
that.
past grievances, but hold tight
Oh,
to the memory
Julius.
of this act of benevolence.
She pulled a Julius. King Julius and... or not King Julius. Wizard... Well, it is King Julius. It's Wizard King Julius in Black Clover. So she pulled a Julius from Black Clover. Is how Nahida got to what she looks like now. Okay.
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata.
Huh.
So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshret were never enemies at all.
Yeah, King Deshret had an oopsie and she had to help him clean it up. And he was like, yeah, I need to clean this up. Got it.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
Right. The two deities' followers have resented each other all this time, completely unaware that their gods stuck by each other through life and death.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before.
Yeah, it's almost like the academia is controlling what you're able to see, you know, because this is kind of like the internet. Everything that you see is more or less controlled, but it's weird how it's controlled IRL, but in this game, makes a lot of sense.
The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refuse to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing.
Did you not just see what his temple just showed you?
We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans, fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
Then just don't live in the desert. It's almost like that's a really easy fix to the situation.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
Yeah.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, tell me, my Aramites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Shouldn't you answer that yourself?
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. Thanks.
Yeah, most people that are in that situation would just refuse to believe what they did, and they would put any information in their own heads that how to refute the knowledge that they just gained. Literally.
I should probably go. I can't just stay here forever.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't stay here.
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for, but please give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
Doesn't she already know where that is? Isn't she a mercenary just like you?
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side.
Crazy how you're gonna convince them.
And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
Crazy how effective heresy is, isn't it?
That must have been rough, but he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
True.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
No, I mind. She getting sleepy. I'm also getting sleepy.
Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Sino has problems with this. Yay, I get free trust. Is there something else up here, maybe? It's really, really cool looking.
More speed.
Am I gonna break the game if I go around this in a circle just to explore a little? I'd be able to get back up there. Oh, whatever. I guess I'm leaving. There's nothing interesting here left. Am I getting more story immediately? Okay, no. Thankfully not immediately. I don't know where I am. Where am I? Ah, yes. Far from literally everything. Okay, that's something I could do another stream. I do have this to do. Take my Mora and dip. Alright guys, well that's going to be all for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see stuff similar to this one. And we will see you all in the next one that we do. Tomorrow I'm probably going to play some Pokemon, so stay tuned for that. And then Wednesday I'm going to do what y'all voted for, which was just me reading about stuff that has to do with the charges against P. Diddy, because I've learned more about P. Diddy in the last week than I have the entire rest of my life, and I want to vent my anger, because P. Diddy is the reason we don't have Tupac right now. Probably. Which makes me very upset. Well, that's only part of what makes me upset about it. Anyway, it's a bunch of BS. Anyway, take care everybody. Y'all have a great one, and I will see y'all next time.